Hey, what's up, turtles? It's Crick here with Blackout Outdoors, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the set of binoculars I'm holding, which are the Bushnell Trophy XLT. And this is the 8x32. Comes in this nice nice pouch holder, what you will. I think it's nylon, just by the feel of it, touching it. Nonetheless, it feels pretty durable, well constructed. The seams, are holding. No frays. There's no frays, which sometimes you'll see on nylon cases like this. And there's a little bit of webbing back here to pop on your belt if you want to have the binoculars off your neck, but still readily at hand to fed your belt through here and put it on your belt. Nice little feature. A lot of them feature this, and I think that's important because at times that's how I want to carry them. This flap is held by some hook and loop. Get out the binoculars now. Keep dropping that. I just have the neck wrapped up around the inside of it, and these are waterproof and fog proof, and it has this rubberized feel. Maybe you'll be able to tell by looking at it through the camera, maybe not, but it's definitely all rubberized. Nice grip to it. Definitely get a sturdy, solid feel to it. Nice little bit of ergonomic swoop right here to rest your fingers. And this is the 8x32, and I want to say these are going for probably around $90 to $100, probably as when they were first coming out. So I'm going to put them in that price range if I'm going to compare it to some other binoculars. But you can definitely find them cheaper now online. And excuse me, what the 8x32 means, gotta get this in the shot. The 8x32, the first number in a set of binoculars refers to its power of magnification, and this is 8. So meaning if I see an object with my naked eye off in the distance, I put these binoculars up and look through them, that object's going to appear 8 times closer than it does with my naked eye. Something to keep in mind. You might think that a higher first number in a pair of binoculars is going to make them better, which they can, but you also have to keep in mind that a higher magnification at a distance, when you're trying to look at something, you get a lot of shake in the field of view because it's such a large, huge picture it's bringing up to you. A little bit of shake can really make it, disorienting and not really pleasurable to view things through that, so you'll need a mount, potentially. That being said, anyways, this 8x32 has a little bit of shake to it, but nothing you can't compensate. It's a little bit of practice getting used to holding binoculars up. And the 32 is actually 32 millimeters, 3.2 centimeters, and that refers to this lens right here, the actual size of this objective lens. And literally what that means, and what that means to you if you're looking for a set of binoculars, is this determines how much light is going to be captured in the binocular. And you can imagine this actually has a pupil. There's a number called an exopupil, but this as well works as a pupil, or it has the same concept of the pupil, that whenever we're in low light settings, our eyes specifically, our pupils will dilate and get larger to allow more light to be collected in us to see in lower light. And this is what this size of this lens refers to. And if you have a larger lens, you're going to be able to pick up light and be able to see better in lower light. And that's important if you want to hunt. If you want to hunt with these, where a lot of wildlife are active, in the dawn and dusk hours of the day. Just for wildlife viewing purposes in general, animals are active when you might want to be out, the sunset and sunrise, all that stuff. And these are really, really quality optics. Optics within this. These are the BAK-4 prisms, which are also featured in the Leupold Rogue compact pair of binoculars, which I've done a review on, and they're really, really clear. I want to emphasize, if you want a pair of binoculars and you're not sure what to get, or what style, you might not know. You might have to buy a pair and just try them out and see what you like, and then make a better informed decision down the road. But you want to make sure there's quality optics, because you're buying a pair of binoculars to look at something from a distance, and you want to have that image clear. In my mind, it makes no sense to buy a pair of binoculars where the image isn't clear. I just want to touch on that. It has twisting eye cups that come up to help if you're wearing glasses or if you're not wearing glasses. And these are very, very comfortable in my eye socket to use, these larger eye cups. And I'll keep mentioning the Leupold Rogue I've done a review on, to sort of compare and contrast this. That was a compact set of binoculars. This is not. This is sort of the medium size range, because it's featuring this roof prism design. meaning the prisms are in line. You can see straight here. A poro or compact, you'd have this almost this, you know, this 45 degree, or maybe, no, not 45, or 40, whatever. You have a angle of the prisms, and this is straight. And this roof prism is sort of designated for mid-size and larger size optics and binoculars and monocle. But anyways, really comfortable. These eye cups really comfortable. Really nice rubberized feel against the face, which is important to me. It's not a hard plastic. It's a comfortable feel. And try to get this in the light. Maybe not. The lenses itself on both sides, you have the other objective here. They're fully and multi-coated. Which that means is that any air to glass surface is completely covered and multi-layered. And that's another sign of a quality pair of optics, if it's fully multi-coated. I hope that makes sense. But it's something to look out for in the specs of a pair of binoculars, if you're looking for some, to keep a lookout for that too. Which helps reduce glare and just, you know, makes it a little bit better set of binoculars. I want to say this weighs about 20 ounces. Definitely not an issue at all to carry this around your neck for a day, all day, or in the pack. Definitely gets down small enough. You can see next to my hand, not about medium-sized hands, but it's definitely, you know, as a medium-sized binocular go, I still consider this compact. You know, just about the size of my hand. No problem throwing this in a day pack and carrying it around when you need it, or around the neck. And there's a diopter adjusting on this right lens here, little plus and minus. And that's to specifically, excuse me, adjust the binoculars to your eyesight. And there's through a process where you pick an object farther than its close focus distance. You close one eye, adjust this so it's clear, and then you open up the other one and close the one. You just adjust it and do it again. And through a process like that, you adjust this to your eye, and then you can just use the center focus, which is right here. And this is the center focus. Once you adjust the diopter, and it's all just gravy, just pull it up and just go from the center focus. And I'm actually going to use this pair of binoculars tomorrow. I have the Leupold Rogue compact set, but this has a wider viewing angle, which would be a little bit nicer for wildlife viewing. I'm actually going to go try to see some bald eagles tomorrow on a river island, on an island they're trying to use to bring populations back here in Pennsylvania. And I'm going to take this pair as opposed to my compact pair of my Rogue, just because it's just a little bit better viewing angle, wider, which may help, you know, if I'm looking for birds. Now these aren't birding binoculars, obviously. Maybe not obviously, sorry. If you want birding binoculars, you know, they're going to be huge, which so you can see really from a distance the birds. These aren't it. These are compact, more compact, mid-size, but still nonetheless a quality pair of optics. The prisms in here are quality, really crisp, clear images. And the close focus distance on this is right under 10 feet, under 3 meters. And that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool because, you know, you maybe think about you're using a pair of binoculars, or, you know, singular, to look at an object that's really far away from you in the distance and make it look bigger. But also, if you're sitting quiet in the woods and potentially a bird's 10 feet away from you, what that will look like when you throw it up here that's magnified by 8, you're going to see so much detail that you never would have saw if you're trying to see it that, you know, at 60 feet away, as opposed to sitting quiet and really focusing something, you know, really close to you. So that close focus distance sort of comes into play in that particular instance. And this focus is really really clear at that distance, and even a little bit closer, I feel. But all in all, it's a nice piece of equipment. The optics are there, the quality optics are there. This is Crick signing out with Black Outdoors. Later, turtles.